Hello, everybody. I'm James Detroit. I hope you have enjoyed a wonderful holiday couple of weeks, spending time with family and friends. I know it's challenging with some of the restrictions out there, but I hope and pray that you have been able to enjoy some of that time. Do some of the things you want to do. I'm going to try to be as brief as possible. Something happened here recently, this NDAA, the Trump's veto, and then the override by Congress, both houses, the House of Representatives and the Senate. So the Senate overrides Trump's veto of the National Defense Authorization Act. The Senate voted to override President Trump's veto of the National Defense Authorization Act for 2021. We knew that the House of Representatives was going to do it. The Democrats hold the House. But it's interesting. The upper house, the Senate vote was 80-13. The first time a Trump veto has been overridden. 13 senators voted to sustain Trump's veto of the bill, including, and this is not a surprise on this side of the aisle, but Ted Cruz of Texas, Rand Paul of Kentucky, Josh Hawley of Missouri, Mike Braun of Indiana, Tom Cotton of Arkansas, Mike Lee of Utah, and John Kennedy of Louisiana. But what's surprising to me is that, number one, there were not more Republicans willing to hold the line, especially when you consider the other side of the aisle. The Democratic supporters, in support of the veto of this bill, they were supporting President Trump's veto of the bill. Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, Cory Booker, Ed Markey, Jeff Merkley, and Don Wyden. So both senators from Oregon, both senators from Massachusetts, one of the senators from New Jersey, and of course, Sanders from Vermont. So the House voted late Monday to override the veto, 322-87. So that tells me more than likely the 87 votes, because the way Nancy Pelosi runs the House, you do not step out of line, or there will be repercussions. Those 87 votes must have been dominantly Republicans. And then the Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell indicated earlier this week that this chamber would vote to override Trump's veto. He urged the Senate Republicans to pass the bill, breaking away from the president. And so, of course, President Trump had a lot of Twitter feed, a lot of opinions on this. And, Trump went on to explain that he vetoed the NDAA on December 23rd for a number of reasons, including wasteful spending overseas, and because the bill failed to remove the Section 230, the liability shield that protects social media companies. If we look at the 5,500-page omnibus COVID-19 relief, all of the crap that they crammed in there, and they're not willing on the National Defense Authorization Act to add something that's actually a benefit to everyday Americans like myself and you. Our president said he's unhappy with the bill because it requires renaming. It's not asking anybody. It requires the renaming of historic military installations, restricts the president's ability to use military construction funds for national emergency use, and contradicts his efforts to bring U.S. troops back from overseas. Now, let me just inject right there. One of the things that President Trump ran on was, let's bring our boys home. These endless and seemingly we can't spend too much money in somebody else's country, wars that have been going on. And he's been trying to bring the troops home, and he keeps being lied to by the people that are in positions of control, the generals and other people. I mean, the Kissingers and the Albrights of the world. Number one, I didn't even know Henry Kissinger was still alive. I didn't care until now. Why does he have anything to do with anything that we, the American people, are asking our elected officials, and then all of that money we send to Washington, all of that money that ends up in Langley, in Virginia, we need to be upset about this. Trump went on to say that for all the reasons, I cannot support this bill. In a December 23rd statement, the president emphasized that despite his veto, he's a strong supporter of the military. No one has worked harder or approved more money for the military than I have. Over $2 trillion, he wrote in his statement. During my 4 years with the support of many others, we have almost entirely rebuilt the United States military, which was totally depleted when I took office. My administration has taken strong actions to help our nation, to help keep our nation safe and support our service members, he added. Just in case you didn't get a chance to see his, the reasons why, there are some things that are going to happen this week, whether you like it or not. I, for one, I think I'm going to like it. Please continue to lift our president up in prayer. Continue to lift our vice president up in prayer. Continue to lift up in prayer the people, the patriots. And there are tens of thousands of them working throughout this holiday break. They never took a break. They know the importance of fighting for our constitutional republic. And they've been working tirelessly. Let's continue to pray for all of them. And if you've been watching any of my videos, you know that when there's 0% chance, then it's 100% God. God has been in control the entire time. Oh, I just did that, didn't I? I just used a gender pronoun. Oh my. I hope I didn't offend anybody. Our God is in control and always has been. And as I've had conversations with many of my friends, my faith, our faith, we can't lose. I can't lose. No matter what happens this week, I know that our God is in control. I am thankful that I serve a risen Savior. I hope that you feel the same way. So this is my Happy New Year. Happy 2021. A few people have looked at me almost cross-eyed. I got a face for radio. But when I say to people, they go, oh yeah, Happy New Year. And they'll go, oh yeah, let's hope this is a better year than last year. 2020 was a great year. And I'm going to keep saying it. If you focus on the things that are wrong in your life, you'll never realize all the blessings that you have. For all of us who were born in America, for all of us that are living in America, for all of us that are American citizens, we live in the greatest country ever known to humanity. And for more than 240 years, we have provided more in the advancement of people up and out of poverty and into prosperity than any other nation. Our United States of America, our constitutional republic, has provided that. And for all of my union brethren out there who want to believe the lie that the union created the middle class, no. Capitalism, real free market capitalism, created the middle class and an upward mobility and thousands of ladders that we could all climb and become better, financially better. Liberty is the only economic stimulus we ever need. I hope you have a great evening. Hope you finish out your holiday weekend, and let's get after it. Let's get after it and make 2021 the greatest year ever. I am James Detroit, and for now, I'm out.